of our dear viewers, all of our listeners, thanking you kindly for choosing us. And of course, a very warm welcome to another edition of the program Conversations with Zelisa, where we continue to inform, educate, empower, and answer those unanswered questions. I am Zelisa Budusing Rupani, humbly inviting you to sit back, relax, enjoy, get your pen, get your paper, get your phone so we could take notes, you could write down numbers. That will be helpful for you and your loved ones. Directing this morning and in Master Control, Hisham Costello, on behalf of our team, I'd like to wish each and every one of you a fantastic day today. It's Friday. Happy, happy Friday. Friday the 3rd of November, 2023. It is a day and time we will never have the opportunity to have again in life. So don't procrastinate, don't waste your time, do something constructive and productive. If you're celebrating a birthday, happy birthday. If it's your anniversary, happy anniversary to you and yours. Let's quickly go to our quote for today, coming to us with the kind compliments of Fab India Expo, and our quote says, "Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself." This is so beautiful. Life is about you evolving and becoming the best person you can be. So it's not really about when people say, I need to find myself. It's about creating a new and improved you to always continue to grow from strength to strength. That came to us with the kind compliments of Fab India Expo. Remember to check them out for all of their daily needs, all right? And they're now also in Makoya, opposite the Center of Excellence. Deals there as well, not forgetting their food court with delicious, authentic Indian food, all vegetarians. You've got to check them out, all right? This morning, our program is coming to us with the kind compliments of Oats. It's great to have them back on board. Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited. Now, there are two locations. Those locations are LP 78 Monroe Road in Cunupere and opposite Palmis Park in San Fernando. I want you to write down these numbers. I want you to lock it in as Master Eric. 354-4459. That's 354-4459 and 497-7226. 497-7226. The numbers are on your television screen, so I want you to lock it in on your phone, write it down, pay them a visit, because when you listen to the program today, you know you're going to be giving them a call to take advantage of the specials. Two very important people, very much part of the team at Oats with two locations, joining us today to tell us all about their deals, all about their services, and that of course is Shivan. We've had him before. Welcome, nice to have you back. And this absolutely gorgeous, beautiful young lady whom I admire so much, and you'll understand when you hear her speak. She's flawless, and she's really a beautiful, bright, brilliant young lady. So it's so nice having you with me and having you on set here. And that, of course, is Renuka.
I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, it's great to see you as well. Nice to know that you're back in Sweet T&T.
Yes, for a little while.
For a little while, but we're going to take advantage of this. So, we're going to be talking about Oats, the company, and basically all of the great, fantastic deals that you've got. And I know that there's so many things that you do at Oats. So you're going to give us a little insight on why we should make that call, make that booking, and head there.
Yeah.
Good. So I will take this part, right? Good. So, well, Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited, you know, it's a new form of treatment. It's a treatment that, you know, it's not to put down normal medical, but it's an alternate treatment in case you're not getting your results in this avenue. You could try a new way. And what it is we do, we perform body scans with a particular machine that was created by Master Eric. It took them about 15 years to study and create with the proper research to develop this piece of technology.
Correct.
And the technology uses vibrations of atomic frequencies. Right now, so basic science now, right? Everything in the world, in the universe that is studied, is basically atoms vibrating at certain frequencies, and because of their constant vibration, that is why this flowers on his set looks different from these cups and so on, because they are basically atoms vibrating at various frequencies.
Right.
So what the tumbler does, it took, as I said, 15 years. They studied the human body, every organ, down to every cell. And what they realize is every organ down to every cell is basically atoms vibrating in constant
Right.
states. That is why the liver does something else from the heart, because they vibrate at two different frequencies.
Correct.
Right? And when they study this over 15 years, they load all this information onto a small machine. And this machine pulses the frequencies. It's a tumbler, it tumbles atoms. And if you want to scan the liver, now, as you know, we do full body scans. So it scans over 870 body parts of the human body.
Correct.
Right? Good. And it varies with individuals, because what we notice is women's body tend to have more body parts than guys when you check the system. Right? So when it scans, it vibrates these atoms. So if it's scanning the liver, it vibrates atoms resembling the liver. Pulses straight through the brain, so the brain understands this frequency where it has to go.
Yeah.
Send the frequency straight to that organ, and then it pulses other frequency to scan. Now as it sends a frequency, it also receives, because we can't just send something we don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
When it receives this frequency, based on the frequency alteration, if the frequency is still normal, it will show normal on the scan. If the frequency has an alteration, based on the alteration, it will let you know if it's a fibroid, if it's a cyst, if it's a tumor. So there's no human diagnosis. It's not like we guessing based on what we see.
Yeah.
The system diagnoses you based on the frequency it receives.
Of your body, what's going
Everything.
wrong with your body, and they can identify. and
Identify
pick up.
whatever issue, even down to one cell.
Yeah. Now, if you'll allow me, please, the reason why I could talk a little bit about it, if you'll allow me, although I know you all are the strengths and
Good.
you know exactly what happens,
Yeah.
I could now talk in the perspective of a patient or a customer, because my husband, before he passed, had the test done. And the truth is, what cost us thousands and thousands of dollars to run other tests, it was able to pick up in that one test
yeah.
all the different things that we spent thousands of dollars for. Yeah, I'm sure you didn't know
No,
that.
I
Rebecca.
didn't.
Yes. This was just days before he passed. And so I could speak on that aspect as a patient and customer, because it was my husband, and I was just shaking my head, because everything that spent us months to get and thousands of dollars was done in one test. That's the truth. So if, apart from being very precise down to, as you say, to the point, other things in terms of other problems you could also pick up that it will detect, so that we always say prevention is better than cure.
Yeah.
You could start to treat it aggressively so that it doesn't grow. You follow?
Yeah.
And that's the beauty, I think. That's my perspective with regards to actually having first-hand experience.
And that is so true, because what we noticed, some people came in and we found this, they didn't even,
You're not aware that you didn't.
Yeah.
You may think that there's something going on wrong, or you may get another, but then when you go, you realize there are other things that what you could do now. Okay, so this is happening. Let me nip it in the bud and take care of it immediately.
And also it predicts, meaning that it views the frequency. If the frequency is slightly off, it will tell us if the organ continue in this manner. Futuristically, there could be the formation of a malignant tumor, benign tumor. It could also predict based on what is in the state of body at that point in time.
Yeah.
So you could, as I said, prevent.
State-of-the-art technology is right here in Trinidad, and I'm also aware with discussions and conversations with Master Eric, you're correct. He's been doing research for many years in order to formulate and get this here in Trinidad. Yeah. So I want to talk a little bit now about, I know you have some specials that you're running, and I know that's where the company's way of giving back as well, making it affordable. You know, because we all know that people are facing, we're in challenging times when it comes to what's happening in the country with finances. So I'm excited to hear what the specials are.
So Renuka will take over this part with specials, because she's specialized in that.
So normally the scans are $11.50, and right now we've lowered the price to $630 for the scan. And treatments were normally $400, and we lowered it to $299.
What?
Yeah, and this is running until the end of November.
November for sure, so far.
Yeah.
Nice. Excellent.
So
So
this
you're
is-
running this for a whole special for this month.
Yes.
Great. So again, let me remind, normally it's $11.50.
Right.
It's gone to
$630.
$630. That's a steal of a deal and a
It
win-win
is.
to get all of this diagnosed.
Yeah.
How long does it take again? Because I remember it took a little while with my husband. He lay down and then, yeah.
It takes around, it varies with every individual, right?
Every individual,
Because of how fast the
right.
body accepts the frequencies,
Good.
these different things. But it takes anywhere between 35 to 45 minutes.
It's important to know that because we're all different and we have different problems. Good, excellent. And so the treatment is now $299.
Yes.
Wow, that's excellent. So remember to write the numbers down. It's on your television screen, I believe. Leave the numbers there. It's 354-4459, 354-4459, and 497-7226. We're also live on radio. So for our listeners on radio, please write the numbers down. 354-4459, 354-4459, 497-7226, 497-7226. Our program today coming to us with the kind compliments of Oats Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited. It's an alternative treatment. It's all natural, it's relaxing. You sit or lay back in the comfort, nice people, it's private. You have that time to really, get that scan done in your body, but at the end, of course, you get your reading and then you have the option of doing the treatment, which I would suggest. Just $299, come on people. 2 locations, LP 78 Monroe Road in Cunupere, and they're also located opposite Palmis Park in San Fernando. So remember, 2 locations, LP 78 Monroe Road in Cunupere, opposite Palmis Park in San Fernando. Before we go to this break, Shivan, what do you think sets this treatment or this scan apart from the rest? Because there's so many fly-by-nights and so many people we are bombarded here. And why should people say, this is where I'm going for my scan?
Well, one of the reasons is the detection rate of issues, meaning that medical technology can detect certain things at a certain point. But we can even find it before it started to form, like cancer. We can find it down to one cell in the system that roaming. Now everybody is aware that every single human possesses cancer cells because that is part of your cellular system. But this is the malignant ones, the ones that is separate from that. We could find it down to one cell. And then from that cellular level, we can end up stopping it in the tracks, wiping it off these different ways. Yeah. And also, what separates us as well. We have many different strategies of treating. So not just medical, and I will get into this just now where with Master Eric, it also have the 4,000-year-old treatment because the machine is capable of treating, which I will talk about after the break.
Yes.
But sometimes the body reached a certain point, and for some reason there's no improvement.
Yeah.
And then we have other techniques.
Now we all know, no hidden secret, you were here before. Master Eric is your guru.
Yeah, he's my guru.
And he's currently on a retreat. And so with that, I just want to remind you, of course, you've got to stick and stay with us as we continue. So to all of our viewers and all of our listeners, our program coming to us with the kind compliments of Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited. 2 locations, LP 78 Monroe Road in Cunupere and opposite Palmis Park in San Fernando. Telephone contact numbers, write it down, lock it. Master Eric, lock it down, 354-4459. That's 354-4459, 497-7226, 497-7226. Let's go to these important messages. When we return, we continue with our conversation with Shivan and Renuka, representing Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited. When we return, stay with us.
Welcome to OATS, Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited, the future of healthcare, which provides full body scans which we detect and treat cancer, tumors, all heart conditions, cysts, fibroids, dementia, Parkinson's, just to name a few. No radiation and medication is not needed. If you are tired of getting no results, call us at 354-4459 or 356-7226.
This Diwali, be sure to visit the Fab India Expo, your one-stop shop. Comfortable ambience, ample parking, multi-cuisine food court, arcade for the kids, Mehendi and Spa, the Fashion House of Trinidad, located opposite Medford Gas Station, Shogunas, with extended opening hours from now until Diwali, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Due to the delay in containers, the India InStyle Expo will be opening from the 27th of October until the 20th of November. India InStyle Expo, opposite the Center of Excellence in Macquarie, is opening from the 27th until the 20th of November. This Diwali, look elegant with their newly imported latest fashion Indian garments, matching jewelry, shoes and even purses. Opening hours are 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, closing on the 20th of November.
Super quality supermarket, best quality and great prices. Get your fresh fruits, vegetables and meats. It's a one-stop shop for the most affordable groceries, baby items, kitchen supplies, bathroom accessories, car care supplies, pet food, toys and lots more, all at Super Quality Supermarket. Wide aisles, fully air-conditioned and secured parking. 3 locations nationwide: Couva Car Park, Couva, 98 Endeavour Road, Shogunas, and 47 Tissue Drive, Trincity. Super Quality Supermarket.
Are you ready to own your own home? But worried about time, money, and construction? We handle it all. With Docs, you can sleep in your dream. Make a down payment of $100K or $150K and we'll build a 2 or 3 bedroom home on your unused land. A home is an investment into your future, so let's help you invest wise, invest well. Payment plans available. We're only a call away.
Welcome back to the program Conversations with Zelisa. I am Zelisa. Our program this morning coming to us with the kind compliments of Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited. And that's exactly what we're talking about. Giving you the optimal alternative treatment for your health concerns. Now, when we talk about ultimate and we talk about alternative, we talk about the best in the sense that accurate, and it's not just designed for a particular age group, but anyone. They've got a special that's running, but first let me tell you, there are 2 locations, LP 78 Monroe Road in Cunupare, and they're located also in San Fernando opposite Palmies Park. Telephone contact numbers are 354-4459, that's 354-4459, 497-7226. Now it's on the television screen, but for those that are listening on radio, I'm going to continue to repeat it so that you could write it down. If you don't get it, you could always call in and we'll be happy to share the number with you. It's 354-4459 or 497-7226. Joining us today, representing Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited, Shivan and Renuka. Welcome back. Now, I know you have this special that's running. That's great. That's a $630. That's for the actual scan. And then treatment is $299.
Right.
We know that's a steal of a deal.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's wonderful. It's affordable. And I know you have a little surprise for us as well, because you're also going to be at the Diwali Nagar.
That's
So
right.
you're going to be doing scans there as well?
No, not scans at the Nagar, but we will be there like handing out flyers and talking to people, letting them know what we do there.
Excellent.
Yeah.
You should take advantage, because I've had so many people call and talk to me about to stimulate the blood, the treatment with the
Yeah.
feet. A couple of people called
Yeah.
and said that they found it was great.
For the circulation.
Yes,
yeah.
for the circulation, and we could talk about that as well, because you also offer that as well for people with neuropathy and bad blood circulation. That's another, I believe it's a great that you offer people that as well for the
Yeah.
blood circulation. So that's also, when you talk about an alternative treatment, another great treatment that you have to help with blood circulation. And we all know how many people suffer from bad blood circulation. So when you go there, you'll also realize all of the other, things that you could go in terms of alternative treatment that they offer when it comes to ultimate health. Yeah, Siobhan, I know you wanted to continue to explain some important stuff.
Yeah,
to
about the
us.
treatments and so on, right? So how treatments work now, when we scan, we give you a report. We also do not just hand you a report, we sit with you, explain everything that we found in your body.
So you consult.
Yes.
That's all part of it.
Yes, that is all included in the scan.
In the
Brilliant.
scan price for the sale price, which is $630. Yeah.
Excellent. So you get the scan, you sit, you go through in detail,
Everything.
and you consult.
Yes.
Good.
And we also explain everything in detail, because the reason for that is sometimes you give someone a report and 90% of the things on the paper they don't know.
They can't
They don't
understand.
understand.
Correct.
So we go through everything in detail, make sure they understand their body inside out. And then we have treatments. Now how treatments work, now there are various types, as I said before the break.
Okay.
So how treatments work is the machine is also capable of treating. This is where we switch the system into treatment mode, into therapy mode. And it pulses corrective frequencies now. And this is how we're able to get success rates with reducing tumors, cysts, killing cancer cells, these different things. On the machine, we can get it to stop and starts to reduce. And we don't treat one at a time. This is the steal of a deal, especially with the special right now, where for $299, you're getting 11 parts of your body treated, at least.
Wow.
11 different parts.
Yeah.
Now, as we talked earlier, is that every individual is separate, they are different. So sometimes one body part may require more than one treatment. Some people expect certain things to fix in just one fix, in one treatment. And it's impossible due to how long they have the issue, how severe the issue is, what type of issue it is,
Right.
and where it is located, and all these different factors comes into play. But through treating the 11 different body parts, just for $290, if you divide that by 11, you can understand the difference in just cost per body part. And we make it this way more affordable for people who are, pensioners, these type of people, so that everyone can benefit through our alternative treatment that is affordable.
Mr. Director, can you get that ad up as I indicated, please, so that while we talk, people can have an idea of the body scan. Please rotate that ad as we speak, please. I'll appreciate that kindly, Hisham. So I just want to remind all of our listeners, all of our viewers, that our program today is coming to us with the kind compliments of Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited. And the name says it all. It's really, when it comes to the optimal, it's about treatment and it's about your health and you. And I always say your health is your wealth. If you do not have good health, you cannot be happy. You cannot, you feel disenchanted, you're upset, you're sick, you're in a bad mood. The people around you will suffer because sometimes you are the breadwinner and you're disenchanted. You feel less than who you are. Your independence is taken away from you. Your happiness and joy is taken away from you. So it is important to prioritize, love yourself, and if you love your loved ones as well, your parents, your grandparents, your aunties, uncles. And let me tell you something, it's a great gift to give someone, the gift of saying, look, let me give you this for your birthday, or let me give you this for your anniversary. A husband giving a wife, or a wife giving a, because sometimes husbands don't want to go to the doctor. So this is a nice way of saying, listen, a wife of saying, listen, I think you should go and get a good checkup. Let's make sure you're okay because you're working hard, you're providing for us. Let's make sure you're in good health. For $630 and then the treatment of $299, come on, it's a steal of a deal. You're doing this for yourself, you're doing this for your loved ones, right? So we are in conversation today with Renuka and of course with Shivan.
Yes, so, well, with the treatments now we have, as are going into now the other areas where some people have, as I said, circulation problem.
Many
There's
people.
a lot of people have circulation problem.
Yes.
And this stems off of many different things. Sometimes they have issues with varicose veins. Once you see varicose veins, it's an issue of circulation sometimes. Right? And that stems off things like the medium calibre vein, which is the main vessel that supplies the fetal blood. Right? And in addition to the normal frequency treatment, we have the treatment of the pulse machine that you spoke about. Where
people
a lot
called
of
me and
improvements
said
with.
to me, Zelisa, it was the best thing they did.
We had a huge success rate in using the pulse machine along with the frequency.
Ooh,
It's a partner treatment. Everything works together. We bring everything together.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, so how it works is that if we treat for a certain period of time, like for a few weeks on frequencies, sometimes to help further improve and stimulate, because some people have strokes that affect.
Correct.
So the pulse machine, because of it stimulates the nerves.
So it's great with stroke victims.
So we have success with that as well.
So what is the cost for this pulse treatment?
Well, the pulse treatment is actually currently just $300. And it takes a time frame of approximately 25 minutes.
Really? And how often you suggest you
Well,
do
we
that
recommend. Well, it's all on how, if you do the scan and how we treat as the severity.
And I guess you're correct. It may come down to individual. So
yes.
I may go and I may need 4, and then somebody may go and they need 2.
Right.
Okay, understood.
It all varies, right?
Everyone's body's different and everyone's going to respond differently.
Correct.
And it all depends too on, their lifestyle, diet, stress, all these things.
Very, very true.
So that's why everyone's treatment, we can't say okay, you're going to come in and need 4 treatments and you'll be great.
Yeah,
it
it's
depends on all the
individual.
things.
Good.
And, we give them, we suggest supplements for them to take,
Right.
to help jumpstart the healing in their body.
Good.
So
you consult, which is important.
Yeah,
you sit and you consult. Brilliant. Good.
Yeah, and the stuff that we use, like we recommend for individuals to use, it also is recommended to aid the treatment. So everything works together. Everything interfaces together, even the supplements you use. Also, as she said, diet is key. What we notice in today's society, a lot of people is under siege by high inflammation. Due to the inflammatory foods, if they had surgery, antibiotics, all these things triggers inflammation in your system. But what feeds inflammation now is high sugars.
Exactly.
So we tend to reduce that in individuals while we treat and use different mechanisms to help clean the body out. We have different drinks we make for individuals, and when they take it as recommended, particular to the individual.
Nice.
Right? When they use that in partnership with the treatment, they see drastic improvement in just a matter of weeks, months.
Yeah.
Drastic changes.
You've lost a lot of weight.
What's
your secret?
Fasting.
Nice.
No salt fast.
Very nice.
Yeah.
You really look well.
It was for quite a while. It was 108 days of no salt.
A lot of discipline, huh?
Yeah. Once you're studying under Master Eric,
you have to have discipline.
We know he's a perfectionist, right?
And he's very disciplined when it comes to doing things.
Very much.
Very structured.
It's a quality I admire with him. Apart from his calmness and the way he does things, you're very, very correct. A very unique, lovely
individual,
person. A blessing. Yeah. Whoever get the opportunity to know him or the experience to have a conversation with him, you'll really understand he is very knowledgeable.
Yeah,
very
extremely.
understanding and very humble as well. One of his qualities that's very unique. And of course, in conversation with Shivan and Renuka, representing Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited, located LP 78 Monroe Road in Cunupere, opposite Palmis Park in San Fernando. Telephone contact numbers are 354-4459. That's 354-4459, 4977-226. 497-7226. Let today, this day, be the beginning of a new, improved, healthy and happier you. Simply by making that call, taking advantage of their specials and heading on down and being a whole new, happier you, the new and improved you. All right, let's go to these important messages. When we return, we continue with our conversation with Siobhan and Renuka, representing Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited.
Welcome to OATS, Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited, the future of healthcare, which provides full body scans which we detect and treat cancer, tumors, all heart conditions, cysts, fibroids, dementia, Parkinson's, just to name a few. No radiation and medication is not needed. If you are tired of getting no results, call us at 354-4459 or 356-7226.
Charan's Bookstore for all your school books, stationery items, uniforms, shoes, board games, toys, and much more. Visit them at any of their 3 branches located at 24 Eastern Main Road, Quezay, San Juan. Telephone number 675-9024 or 675-3607. 53 Eastern Main Road, Tunapuna, 663-1884, 663-1476, or 645-3878. Trin City Mall, Trin City. Contact them at 640-3155.
Calm down.
Check out Charan's Bookstore.
Looking for an adventure? Then come to Massa Nature Park. There are scenic spaces for picnics, adults and kids swimming pools, apartments for rent, huts for cooking, liming, and beautiful nature trails for hikes. Business hours 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily. Conveniently located at Brasso, Grand Couva. Contact us at 777-4531 or 335-0183. Let the fun begin. Tile Expression Limited, the #1 leader in tiles. Large stock, unbeatable prices, wide variety of porcelain tiles, ceramic tiles, wall and floor tiles, residential and commercial, granite and quartz countertops. Best quality from Spain, Italy, Brazil, India and China. Tile Expression Limited, conveniently located Monroe Road, Kunapir. Telephone 693-0015 or 223-TILE.
Welcome back to the program Conversations with Zelisa. To all of our viewers and all of our listeners, thank you kindly for choosing us. And our program this morning coming to us with the kind compliments of Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited, with locations LP 78 Monroe Road in Kunapir and opposite Palmies Park in San Fernando. Telephone contact numbers are 354-4459. That's 354-4459, 497-7226, 497-7226, and representing Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited, we've got Renuka and Siobhan. Now, we're excited because I want to remind you, and we know almost everybody in Trinidad and Tobago, including people that come down for the Diwali Nagar, you can actually meet and greet the management and staff there at the Diwali Nagar. So you'll have the opportunity to go there, have your questions answered one-on-one, speak with a representative that can really guide you and answer those questions, those one-on-one things that you need to ask. All right? They're going to be there to answer all of those questions or concerns. So you'll get to meet and greet the management and staff. at Diwali Nagar 2024. We're also bringing the broadcasts every night on U975 FM Multicultural Radio. So you never know, I might check you all out one night as well.
Definitely.
Come spend some time with you all,
That'll
with
be nice.
management and staff. Good, looking forward to that. Reminding our listeners and our viewers that the specials for the full body scan now $630 from $1,150. This is a steal of a deal. It's reduced to $630, and treatment only $299. Also, the treatment for blood circulation is only $300 a session, and we all know how many people are suffering from poor blood circulation, right? So remember to check them out, and all these are questions that you may have. The staff will be there at Nagar to answer those questions or concerns, all right? Welcome back. Now, when we talk about treatment and different forms of treatment, we know that you also have the treatments for $299, but then there's another treatment that you have that's very unique, and this is what actually sets you apart from everyone else.
Yes, definitely. So, you know, I really like this treatment. I like to see it. I love to see my master.
You're fascinated by it, yeah.
Because everyone who sees this treatment is blown away by how it happens, what the procedure is. And this treatment is a very rare treatment. It's over 6,000 years old.
Yeah.
Right? And Master Eric performs this treatment.
Yes.
Right? Now, how the treatment works is that we don't do it unless, you know, like as I told you earlier, the system is capable of getting things down, but certain things, it may get to a point, and then for some reason it's not budging. When we end up in those tricky situations, then we do that special treatment. We call it fire treatment, whereas that's just the name we give it. But it's a special treatment, it's over, as I said, 6,000 years, and what we noticed, that has wiped cancer out in individuals because we have success rate.
Well, I had the opportunity, you know, when I first met Master Eric and his team, I had the opportunity firsthand because I didn't understand. And I wanted to see and I wanted to know, and I also wanted to interview someone who actually had the treatment. And I was blown away because it was fascinating to hear. I remember a nice lady, and she was diagnosed with cancer. She showed me all of the files, and I had the opportunity to interview her one-on-one, and she had cancer, and it was at a very it was already very compromised, and she did treatment and she's doing fine.
She's completely fine now.
Yeah, I think she was sent home to just
they had tried
die.
Everything.
Chemo.
Yeah, they had no
Stage 4
you're
cancer,
correct.
yeah.
It was really very compromised, and she was listening to Master Eric. She gave it a try and she never turned back. Her life, she's alive and doing well.
That's right.
Yeah, so I had that opportunity. I also had an opportunity to interview someone who had prostate cancer, and they did, you know, treatments and never had to do, and he was told that he had to do surgery, and he never did because of the treatments from Master Eric. So over the year, you know, I've had the opportunity to actually interview people who actually did the treatments. And it's fascinating.
Very fascinating. It's a very powerful treatment, but it works hand in hand with the system as well.
Correct.
We use the system to a point, and use all the other ways first, and then last resort we use that treatment.
It's a different form of intervention, but it really works. It's a gift, I think, that he has from God.
Oh, definitely. We have a lot of success with diabetes, because we all know diabetes can come from many times because there are different types, type 1, type 2.
Correct.
You know, sometimes your body can't administer the insulin you are producing, but you can't administer due to narrowing or blockage, like blockage in the passageway, many different things. And due to the treatments, you know, we make stuff to drink, and Master Eric, with that treatment, we successfully got people that stop all the meds.
Off their medication.
Off their medication.
And we know how costly that could be.
It is.
Very
Not just diabetes though, everything.
Everything.
Like thyroid
Across
issues,
the board,
fibroids, cysts, like we were talking about, the cancer, tumors. There are people that I've seen, like personally, like this one woman, she came in and she had like severe back pain to the point where it felt like from what she's described, she said it felt like her spine was seizing up.
Yeah.
Right? It was just, she was in pain. She couldn't
Yeah,
barely sit,
yeah. Well, when
stand,
you
lay
have a ba-
down,
yeah.
and anything.
Yeah.
So she came, she got scanned, and it showed up in the report that she had a malignant, fast-growing tumor. I'm sorry, bone tumor
Wow.
in her bones, and she just, after she got treated, she was able to just walk around pain-free, can sit, stand, everything normally.
Yeah.
And that's just one of the things that I've seen, you know, and there's a lot of women that come into that have breast cancer, or they would have like a tumor in their breast, like, and I think that, I don't know if you mentioned before, but like things like for women, you know, we're supposed to go get pap smears and mammograms and all these things, these checkups, and they're very uncomfortable.
Very much so.
Yeah, just the whole process, if you know, you know. And things like getting a biopsy on your uterus, that's also extremely painful.
Yeah.
And this machine checks for all these things without you even having to take your clothes off. So,
which is so important.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember in conversations with Master, this is what is unique and special. You know, you feel comfortable.
Yes.
And you're not compromised in any way.
No,
you know?
no.
Yeah, that's important.
It
As women,
is.
we know how, you know, it's very,
How
it's
it can
very
be.
sensitive. Of course.
Yeah.
You know, I need to ask, you spoke about diabetes. Very recent, I was chatting with a friend who was telling me about a child, a young child that was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. In terms of age barriers, you welcome all ages,
All
treatment
ages.
for
Yes, all
all
ages.
ages, no
Because the
barriers.
system does not use things like radiation or anything that is harmful to the body.
To the body.
No.
It's actually frequencies, atoms, so your body is made up of this in the first place.
Yeah.
So technically the body is just recognizing it as part of the system and letting it do its course.
Brilliant.
So there's no harmful side effects on the human body
It's
in any way.
safe for everyone to use.
No drugs.
Yeah.
No thousands and thousands of dollars in prescription drugs. And with that also, let me remind you, no side effects.
Correct.
Because most of the times when you when you take prescribed drugs, sometimes it's because of the side effects you die because of that. Do you know that? It's because it creates another health problem,
Yeah.
and you die because of that.
Like
So-
you're already suffering, and now you
Exactly.
have a whole new thing to suffer with.
All natural, all pain-free, you know, in a nice environment, a nice courteous staff, smiling, guiding you. I love the fact that you also sit and consult, because you know sometimes you have to be very careful. Sometimes people, and I've had first-hand experience in this, sometimes when you have to get the news, not good news of your loved ones, you need to have, especially when it comes to their health, you're alarmed immediately to find out. You're not aware, you're going for something and find out something else. It could send you crazy.
Yeah.
It can raise your pressure immediately. So that is why it is, because it's sensitive, your health. And what happens to you, you have to know how to deal with people. And that is why the staff is trained and certified so that they can, you know, consult and deal with you in a very sensitive way.
Compassion,
To help,
yeah.
exactly.
Yes.
You found the right word.
Yeah.
Being compassionate
Yeah.
and understanding that, listen, this is a reason for concern. So we need to know how to deal with this person and the husband or the wife or the family in explaining.
Yeah.
But the beauty is we have the alternative treatment,
Yeah.
which could help. It's a
Yes.
win-win. And that's
For sure.
important. Yeah?
Yeah.
And another thing too, we had like other success rate, like especially with the lungs.
So
Yeah.
let's hold that point, because the lungs again, we
very
will talk a
important.
little bit about that when we return. Our program today coming to us with the kind compliments of Oates Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited, with 2 locations, LP 78 Monroe Road in Punapur and opposite Palnis Park in San Fernando. Telephone contact numbers are 354-4459, that's 354-4459, 497-7226, 497-7226. Let's go to these important messages. When we return, we continue our conversation with Shivan and Renuka. Stay with us.
Welcome to OATS, Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited, the future of healthcare, which provides full body scans which we detect and treat cancer, tumors, all heart conditions, cysts, fibroids, dementia, Parkinson's, just to name a few. No radiation and medication is not needed. If you are tired of getting no results, call us at 354-4459 or 356-7226.
This Diwali, be sure to visit the Fab India Expo, your one-stop shop. Comfortable ambience, ample parking, multi-cuisine food court, arcade for the kids, Mehendi and Spa, the fashion house of Trinidad, located opposite Medford gas station, Shogunas, with extended opening hours from now until Diwali, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Due to the delay in containers, the India Install Expo will be opening from the 27th of October until the 20th of November. India Install Expo, opposite the Center of Excellence in Macquarie, is opening from the 27th until the 20th of November. This Diwali, look elegant with their newly imported latest fashion Indian garments, matching jewelry, shoes and even purses. Opening hours are 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, closing on the 20th of November.
Super quality supermarket. Best quality and great prices. Get your fresh fruits, vegetables and meats. It's a one-stop shop for the most affordable groceries, baby items, kitchen supplies, bathroom accessories, car care supplies, pet food, toys and lots more, all at Super Quality Supermarket. Wide aisles, fully air-conditioned and secured parking. 3 locations nationwide: Couva Car Park, Couva, 98 Endeavour Road, Shogunas, and 47 Tissue Drive, Trincity. Super Quality Supermarket.
Welcome back to the program Conversations with Zelisa. Today our program coming to us with the kind compliments of Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited. 2 locations, LP 78 Mono Road in Kunapir and opposite Palmas Park in San Fernando. Telephone contact numbers are 354-4459, 354-4459, 497-7226. 497-7226. Today, representing Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited, we're blessed to have with us Shivan and Renuka. Welcome back.
Okay. So
I know you were talking to us about the lungs.
Right? We had individuals come with different issues. Sometimes they could have mucus, like someone over the years, like if you have the cold, some individuals take like antibiotics or things to get rid of the cold, the viral infection or whatever it is. Now, what they understand is that that helps with this area. But where does the excess mucus go sometimes? When you swallow, you breathe. Sometimes we find it trapped from the scan.
Correct.
In the bottom tubes of the lungs.
You pick it up.
Yeah, we can pick up even fluid in lungs, these different things.
Excellent.
Right? So now we have different mechanism of treating to get that to come out. We even had individuals who went all around my doctor, spent thousands of dollars concerning every month, twice a month, she used to have a lung collapse. And her breath shut off, and if she don't reach any hospital in time, you know the side effects of that. Yeah. And the problem wasn't her lungs. It was a nerve in her back, shutting the lungs off. And Master was, through the scan, he was able to find that issue. And then we treat with the system. Then he did his special treatment. Today the person haven't had for quite a few months now, not one relapse.
Now the truth is, we understand and we know firsthand of what happens when it comes to the public health system.
Yes.
You sit and you wait for hours and hours to even get a doctor to attend to you. And then you sit and wait for hours and hours to even get some kind of x-ray taken. And then you sit and wait for hours and hours and to find a bed. The point I'm making is that really, there are people that die. There are people that die because they really cannot afford. This is your opportunity when we say alternative when we say optimal to get this body scan, to understand what's happening with you. From the moment you recognize something is wrong, and we know it, we have a discerning spirit, is that you're not feeling well, you're dizzy, your head hurting, you have pain somewhere. It's saying, your body is saying to you that something is wrong. So get help. For $630, you go in a comfortable environment. You've got a staff that's there to guide you. You sit, you get your scan, you get your treatment for $300, and you have someone to sit, take the time and consult with you, answer the questions that you may not understand, where you feel comfortable to do that. That is important. You build a relationship so that you don't feel intimidated or scared or rushed, but you do feel comfortable enough to understand, this is what's happening with me and this is what I can do to be better. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, for sure. And I get what you're saying too, like about, going to the hospital. I've seen that, I mean, firsthand what it's like. But
I'm telling you.
I feel like it's not so much like the staff, they're great, but the policies and procedures of the hospitals, it's not very functional, I feel like they're just doing what they're told at that point, and there's so many different ways they could be better.
They're limited in many ways.
Yeah.
You're correct. The doctors, their hearts would be there, and they would give their all, and they're very compassionate, but then they don't have the support that they need.
The resources.
And why you are saying that is because firsthand, you understand what international standards need.
Oh, yeah.
So, of course, you are going to be like, what is this? You're going to have a lot of questions. So it's a bad experience for you as well.
Yeah, but it was really eye-opening to see what it was like, So I know it's not their fault. It's just the procedures they have in place and policies. Like I said, it's not very functional.
Right.
They have so much potential here, Trinidad.
So again, let's just recap some of the services, what you can do, have that in early intervention, how you can help, exactly what and how you could walk in with a pain and walk out smiling. That's a gift, that's a miracle.
Yeah, there's one thing I wanted to mention with that. So one of the things that the machine detects in the brain, so not just like if you've had a brain concussion or, like if you've been hit in the head, we can see that. But also if you have dementia, even in its early stages, Alzheimer's, and, mental disorders. And that's something that a lot of people suffer with, and they suffer silently. And a lot of people also don't know they have mental disorders. So, for example, someone can be suicidal or, feel like they're going crazy, and it's just something in their brain. I mean, obviously, trauma has a big part to play in changing your brain chemistry.
And mental health is real.
For sure.
Yeah.
So, and it's not really, I mean, I feel like now it's starting to be talked about a lot more, which is really important.
Very much so.
There are a lot of people, again, compassion is a big thing that comes in here. For example, there are people that have mental disorders, and that's not something they can control, right? So they're going through life, and whereas someone that doesn't have this issue, it's much easier for them to do certain things.
Correct.
Someone with a mental health issue, they're like playing life on a difficult level, on hard mode. So things like that, I think it's a really big issue, and that's something that we not only detect, so if they have OCD, if they have anxiety, or whatever, schizophrenia, all these different issues, we detect and treat them. So if you feel like you've been going through life and you don't know what's going on with you, it's probably some small thing like that that's causing, and we can fix it. We can help.
We even had a lot of success with Parkinson's too.
Oh yeah, Parkinson's.
I see a lot of young people forget things. I'm seeing it more and more, especially when you think this was a disease that was just for the elderly. That's far from the truth. I'm seeing a lot of young people.
There's a lot of factors for that, though. There's for the reason for that, and it's only because people are becoming more aware and learning more now, but trauma has a significant impact on the brain, and things, you would be surprised how many people are walking around with unhealed trauma, and all these things cause a host of problems in the body. The body only reacts, and everyone's body's different.
Stress is
it is definitely, and everybody has stress.
Yes,
so.
everybody.
And not only the stress, it's the diet. Everyone's diet. Everyone's eating a really bad diet, you know. So
because we are bombarded with so many, but I guess it's about control. It's about discipline. It's about understanding to prioritize what is right and what is wrong for yourself. And you do things, you be disciplined, you know, you do things in moderation. We're not saying don't have a doubles or don't have a slice of cake, but just do it in moderation.
For sure, for sure,
Definitely.
I do that.
You did that, huh? Under the guidance of Master Eric.
Oh, definitely. He's
and
very
you seem to be very transformed.
Oh,
because I didn't see you in a little while.
Personality-wise, what Master does, he helps round you in not just spiritual, but in every part of your life, because people think you're just spiritual, but people don't understand spirituality is also your attitude, the way you communicate, how you think, how you handle situation, how you react. You know, what we taught in society is that we be more reactive. Somebody tell us something and lash back. But stuff, for instance, as Master would have shared his story where his guru asked him, why you vexed so? How you just study say that. And someone gave him a bad drive.
I remember him saying
that. He got angry.
Right? I'll tell you something. I've known him for a little over 2 years now. I've never seen him angry.
No,
he's so calm and cool and collected. And the way he would talk, the way he would deal with things, and his disposition in general is just so calming. You just feel different.
That's how he is.
He walks with an, I would say, an aura of presence. And you do feel it.
Now sometimes, due to his human nature, sometimes you'll see that something hit him and you'll just see he will stop and just nullify. And then he's back to normal.
He has the gift. He has the art. You know that.
He's different.
There's only one and only. One and only. Master Eric.
But we're all capable of, you know, that. Like, it just takes, you practice. Anything,
Correct.
You have to put it into practice every day.
Grounded.
Become more self-aware.
Before we wrap things up, let's go over, Shivan, some of the specials so that our listeners or viewers can take advantage. And I want to remind you all, they're going to be at the Diwali Nagar. Find them, have that conversation. You'll see the management and staff there. I might be hanging out with them a little bit too.
In the dome. In the dome. We'll be inside with where the exhibition is for Baba Moria. We'll be inside there.
Excellent. Please, your closing remarks.
Good. So, you know, as well as we talked about earlier, you know, the special, the scan is only $630 right now.
$630 for the scan from $11.50. Wow. And $299 for the treatment. What I know is that other blood circulation. $300 a treatment? Come on.
That is, we have huge success with that.
Great.
And for Master Eric, if people want to come see him for chakra alignments or fire treatment or for reading, his availability is from January onwards, but it's looking like you can start in February because January is pretty booked up.
He's already booked for the rest of the year. He's thoroughly booked for the rest of the year. So if you want to make that booking to see him early next year, call now 354-4459. That's 354-4459, 497-7226, 497-7226. Renuka, your closing remarks?
Just that, you know, I hope they come out to the Diwali Nagar. This is my second time going, so it'll be nice to see people
it's an
there.
Experience of a lifetime.
And, you know, it'll be nice to talk to people and just share the information that we have
and they'll get to meet you all one-on-one.
And we've both done scans, and I've gotten treatments, and I've had things in myself that are fixed, so I'm just like a walking testimony. If you come out.
So next week, I'm going to put you on the spot. You're going to tell us about your experience firsthand. I want to thank you both. God bless you. We'll look forward to seeing you really, really soon. Have yourselves a great day. And I might just join you all at Nagara a couple of nights, okay? We'll have some fun together.
For sure.
Great. So my friends, reminding you our program came to us with the kind compliments of Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited, LP 78 Monroe Road in Kunapir. and opposite Palmis Park in San Fernando. Telephone contact numbers 354-4459, 497-7226. Let today be the beginning of a new and improved, healthier and happier you. Alright? This is where we wrap things up. Want to remind you, with God, all things are possible. I thank you kindly for choosing us. Do have yourselves an awesome day, a great weekend. I am Zelisa Budu Singh Rupani. Blessings to all.